stuff I'm gonna do is gonna give me a little bit more power. Who doesn't want more power? Should be interesting. See where all this goes. I have a headache from all the gas fumes, so I'm gonna take a break. Are you leaving it gray? What's going on? Today we're gonna tear the grom apart. We're gonna pull the motor out, and I'm gonna show you how to tear it apart. And I'm gonna show you how to break it down so we can get inside of it. Before we get started, do me a favor really quick, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free, it's very easy, and it's your best way to support this channel. I really love doing these videos. They're very fun, but we want to be able to start doing some giveaways, start doing a bunch of other things on a bunch of other builds, whether it's a scooter, a big bike, more groms, so on. So hit the subscribe button, it definitely helps. Also, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that I'm mentioning in the videos over the next few videos. There are links to them down below. They're Amazon links more than likely, usually, and the Amazon links do help put an extra couple pennies in my pocket, but if you do click those, it does help the channel. So anyways, welcome back to MOTO-VATION. What is going on, guys? So we got the motor sitting here. We're gonna take it apart. I loosened some things, that way I can get this apart somewhat quick. So let's get this thing pulled apart and oh, actually I don't need to take the starter off. Actually I do. Thing at top dead center. Some of you guys have never built a motor before, and that is perfectly fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this thing over one full revolution, and then we're gonna find top dead center. Hopefully. Depending on the compression stroke, if it wants to kick all the way around or not. Okay, so now we are at the T. Let's see if I can show you guys. And inside there, you see there is a T, and there is a little notch. T and the notch. That makes it top dead center. And we're turning that right there. And you're gonna look. You're gonna see intake, exhaust, right? So intake, exhaust, and you see that it has just a slight turn. It's not enough to be off a tooth, so it sits just in this little teetering window. So now that we're at top dead center, we're gonna take the cams out and go from there. So one thing you'll notice is this is just sitting in a milk crate. I didn't have time to build something out of wood to hold the motor in place. So this is just temporary and just something easy you can do. on the 250, 300 or any vertical motor, you can just basically shove a piece of wood in here and put the motor in, and it's sturdy. It's also tilted this way so you can get access to the side of the motor to put it at top dead center. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this part. So the one thing you want to take notice to is all these bolts sit evenly across the board. So when you put the bolts back in, you don't have to worry about like, oh, which one goes where. When you're putting the bolts in, if this one goes here and this one goes here, you know that something's wrong. So you can just move it around, pop it there, you're good. Also, you'll notice this is the exhaust side. I already took the studs out. This is the intake side. So IN, EX. You're gonna look at these and these are gonna show. Also, these cam caps are made specifically for the head that they are on. You cannot use these cam caps on any other head. So for example, this head right here comes with another set of cam caps that are made for this motor. Once this is all done, they machine these through these holes all the way through, and then these match up so that way that they're perfect. So, but yeah, look at those. Ooh, so nice. And oh wow, yeah. Now, pull all these out. I obviously have new ones, so I don't need rag or something. If I can find the opening, just give it a little pop there and there, and she's off. And then we're gonna find a little spot on this one, which is on each end, like so. Give her a little pop here, and give her a little pop here. You just wanna make sure you don't gnar up your head. We need some zip ties. Why in the world would you need some zip ties? Well, if you drop your cam chain in your motor, you can get it out. So, these are marked on here. So this has an EX, this one has an IN, intake and exhaust, easy. I'm gonna pull the intake side first. The exhaust side. With that out of the way, we're gonna, for the time being, hook this so it's not in the way. And we need this. On the inside here there are 2 10s. And these are 14s. We got our handy dandy snap-on old school breaker bar slash torque wrench. I'm telling you, man, old school snap-on stuff is awesome. Shout out to my dad. Try not to mess up your cam chain while you're doing this. And now that we got it out of the way, another thing to have is a magnet. So, I haven't dropped anything, but this is so you don't. So I just put the magnet on here. And then I can pull it out. Don't drop the washer. Because my hands are pretty big, so getting them in there is a little difficult. And these nuts aren't side specific or anything like that, but it is always nice to put things back exactly where they were. So I always lay them out on the bench in the spots that they should be, or that they came off of. So we got the spark plug. I mean, it's pretty golden. I have a new one, so I'm just gonna put the new one in anyways. But that doesn't look too bad. It's a little on the rich side, golden brown. Make sure we pull these out. And honestly, versus working on a grom, this is honestly a little easier. Now, give her a little bumps And out she comes. Of course, she's gonna leak a little bit of oil. That's what about 9,000 miles looks like. And man, oh man, that piston looks brand new. Look at the walls. I'm very impressed. Dang, look at that. No scoring, no problems. I wheelied the living crap out of this thing too. The guides look good. These are always something you want to check out if you ever pull your motor apart. You just want to make sure that they're all nice and clean, that they're not dragging on anything. And like I said, always clean stuff up whenever you can. So you'll see on here the APE titanium retainers versus the stock retainers. I'm gonna put the rocker arms and everything in this. We'll have to put it in the motor, set it all up, put the cams in, everything, run it around, make sure that the valves are within spec, and then from there, should be good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. On the next episode, we show you how to install the big bore and the new head. But that's it. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.